Alabama Lifespan Respite is a grant-funded, nonprofit, statewide program of UCP Huntsville. Today, we'll go step by step through the application process for Alabama Lifespan Respite's Universal Respite Reimbursement Program. First, let's go over a few terms we need to be familiar with before completing the application. What is respite? Respite is a short break for family caregivers to enable them to rest, go to medical appointments, visit with other family members and friends, go to church, or any other activity that allows you to reduce caregiver stress and burnout by engaging in self-care. Who is a caregiver? If you provide full-time unpaid care for a loved one with a chronic illness or disability, you are considered a primary caregiver. Who is a care recipient? This is the family member with a chronic illness or disability who requires full-time care. It's important to note, a proof of diagnosis for the care recipient is required with this application. Who is a respite provider? A respite provider is an individual, agency, or program you pay to give you a short break. Respite provision can take place in your home or in out-of-home settings. Let's discuss in-home respite, which is when a respite provider comes to your home to take care of your loved one while you take a break. There are two main types of in-home respite providers, either skilled or unskilled. You may utilize either type of provider when taking respite. Skilled respite is usually provided by trained individuals through a home health type agency at a set rate of pay. Not all care recipients require skilled care, and it may not be readily available in certain areas. For these reasons and others, caregivers may look for unskilled respite. Unskilled respite providers are not trained professionals, but they are people you already know and trust, and who may be already familiar with your care recipient and their specific care needs. Unskilled respite providers must be at least 18 years of age or older and cannot live with either you or your care recipient. This can be another family member, a friend, neighbor, church family, or anyone you trust to stay with your loved one while you take a short break. The amount you pay is usually negotiable and less expensive than skilled care. Out-of-home respite may be a better option for some caregivers and their care recipients. Out-of-home respite settings include community or faith-based programs, center-based programs, child or adult daycare centers, overnight respite care facilities, parks and recreations programs like camps for individuals with special needs, or event-based activities like therapeutic horseback riding. These opportunities, which usually involve scheduled activities, can serve as respite for family caregivers and as a break for the care recipient, who may also benefit from a few hours or a few days in the company of others while engaging in fun activities. You may choose in-home respite or any of these out-of-home respite settings when taking respite. Now, let's talk about Alabama Lifespan Respite's Universal Respite Reimbursement Program. If you are a primary caregiver and you need occasional breaks from full-time caregiving duties, and if you aren't currently receiving respite-specific assistance from any other agency, you may apply for respite reimbursement assistance from Alabama Lifespan Respite. What is reimbursement? Reimbursement funds allow caregivers to pay for in-home or out-of-home respite and be reimbursed by Alabama Respite. What are timesheets? These are simply a paper form that documents your respite breaks for the purposes of reimbursement. How does the respite reimbursement program work? Once enrolled, you will receive a welcome packet with specific instructions that we will review in a separate video, but let's briefly review that process. Enrolled caregivers will receive a timesheet with a reimbursement award amount and specific dates to be used. Timesheets are issued quarterly. These dates are listed on your timesheet, and award amounts vary per quarter. You will pay out of pocket for respite, record your respite breaks on the timesheet, and submit the completed timesheet to Alabama Lifespan Respite for reimbursement, which will be issued by check to you within 30 days. Please note, if you cannot wait up to 30 days for reimbursement, or if quarterly planned respite breaks aren't enough assistance, this program may not best suit your caregiving and respite needs. Now, let's use the information we've just reviewed to complete an application for Alabama Lifespan Respite's Universal Respite Reimbursement Program. This is for new enrollees only. If you are already receiving respite reimbursement through our universal program, re-enrollment information will automatically be sent to you annually. First, you will need to review and consider each statement on the eligibility checklist and mark that you have read and understand the information. Let's go through these together. If you have any questions about these eligibility requirements, please contact our staff at al.respite@ucphuntsville.org or call 256-859-8300. Let's begin the checklist. I understand that I cannot currently be receiving respite services through any other program in order to qualify for the Alabama Lifespan Respite Reimbursement Program. I understand that only one caregiver per household is eligible to apply. I understand that only one individual per household may be listed as the care recipient. If you are caring for multiple individuals with special needs, please only list the individual who requires the most care. I understand that I cannot be listed as both the primary caregiver and the respite provider, and that the intent of this program is to reimburse me after I have paid a third party for respite. I understand that I must submit a proof of diagnosis for my care recipient, which is required to process my application. I understand that I am responsible for selecting and training a trustworthy respite provider who is at least 18 years of age and who lives outside of the care recipient's home. Neither Alabama Lifespan Respite nor UCP Huntsville will be held responsible for any actions taken by my selected respite provider. I understand there is a 30-day processing period before I will receive reimbursement in the form of a check. If I cannot wait 30 days for reimbursement, I understand that this program does not fit my needs and I will not apply to the program. I agree to use respite reimbursement funds only for respite care. I understand both the caregiver and the care recipient must be residents of Alabama. Once you've completed the checklist, sign and date this page. Next, we will click on the fillable blocks in each section to complete the application. If you have a printed copy of the application, that's fine as well. So here, we're going to fill in some basic information about the primary caregiver. Here, you'll put your last name, your first name, your mailing address, city, state, and zip, the county in which you reside, your date of birth, your gender, your preferred method of contact, which is how Alabama Lifespan Respite will send your timesheet and other communications, your email address, your phone number, and your gross monthly income. This question does not affect your eligibility. The information is used for demographic purposes only by our grant partners. Next, we'll answer a few questions about you, the primary caregiver. How are you, the primary caregiver, related to the care recipient? Please check one below. Please specify military status. Please select your race. Please identify your ethnicity. Do you, the primary caregiver, and the care recipient live in the same household? How many hours of care do you provide in a week? Please estimate. Are you interested in receiving information about a stipend for mental health counseling services from Alabama Lifespan Respite? On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being little to no stress and 10 being very stressed, please determine your stress level at this time. Please check any respite services you are currently receiving from the list below. If you are currently on a waiting list for any services below, please record the date you applied. If none, proceed to the next page. Note, those currently receiving respite services are not eligible for ALR funds. Next, let's please read and initial each of the following statements. First, I understand that in order to receive reimbursement, my timesheet must be completed and returned by the due date provided. Next, I understand that I am responsible for selecting and training a trustworthy respite provider who is 18 years of age and living outside of the care recipient's home. Neither Alabama Respite or UCP will be held responsible for any actions taken by my selected respite provider. Reimbursement checks will be mailed to the address recorded on the submitted timesheet, and there can be up to a 30-day waiting period before receiving reimbursement. I agree to use funds for respite care only. I understand this application will not be processed unless I have provided proof of diagnosis from a doctor, nurse, or social worker on letterhead. Proof of diagnosis is attached. Next, we'll fill in some information about our care recipient. After we've completed all of the information above, we'll need to sign. You can do this either by typing or printing and signing the document. Now you're ready to submit your application either by email at the address listed here or by mail at the address listed here. Again, if you have any questions about this application process, give us a call at 256-859-8300 or email us at al.respite@ucphuntsville.org. Application processing can take up to 2 weeks, but you will be notified by our staff about the status, including any potential waiting list, as soon as possible. This concludes our demonstration. If you have any questions, please contact us as soon as possible. Thank you.